Hey, what's up guys? Man, what a nice day. Sun is shining. I'm gonna get myself a little bit more vitamin D. It's just a great day. Well, I'm standing here next to this gorgeous piece of machinery. And would you look at it? Man, just look at it. Krystal's one of my favorite trucks. I just love the way this truck looks. Everything about it. I love the color scheme, the paint job. I love the patina on the frame. I like that it still says Langford Trucking on the fuel tank. Man, it's just gorgeous. But let me tell you what we're gonna do today. Today, we're gonna grab that 12V92. We're gonna pick it up and we're gonna stab it in there and set it down on the mounts and bolt it up. Doesn't that sound like a lot of fun? Heck yeah, it does. You know, I hate borrowing parts off of other trucks because I don't have the proper parts for the truck I'm working on, but today I've got to do that. So, Tricia has volunteered to have her cab jack pump. I'm going to take that off of there. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to jack this thing up and get the cab forward far enough that we can get the crane in here. We got about an hour and a half before the crane gets here, and I got to have that engine sitting here, rigged up, ready to pick up and plop into that thing. All right, guys, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take these lines loose. And I brought this drain pan up here so we have any trippage. We can get it in this pan and not on this fuel cell that Don McCord polished up for me. All right, not even a dribble. All right. You know, these cab jack pumps, they're kind of expensive for what they are. Like this standard air assist, air operated, manual override, whatever you want to call it, cab jack pumps, it's about $650. You know, I've gone through a few of them. It seems like it seems like more than I should have gone through, but whatever. I've got a new one coming for Krystal, just a standard non air one. They're about 300 bucks. And I got one just like it put on Marla. And you know, I don't like having it where it's not air, because air sure is nice. I mean, it is super handy, and I like it, but you know, I have so much other things that I want to buy. To spend $600 on the cab pump just seems, you know, futile right this minute. So we'll take this pump off. We'll get it put on Krystal. This truck needs new hoses, but it's not in the cards for right now. All right, so what I'll do is I'll set this pump up here. I'm going to put this line on the up. And then I'll verify that that new line is on the up. And it is actually on the down. So we'll take it off and put it on the up. And before we do that, we'll pump a couple squirts through there. Oops. Okay, that hose is clean. And what we're going to do is we're going to hook these up one at a time and then run some fluid through them so that we've got clean hoses. We don't want to cause any malfunctions, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's in the up, and then we'll take these two off. This is the down right here. All right, so we're going to pump it a little bit. We'll see which one of these leaks some fluid. Okay, I see it. So this one is actually the up hose. So we're going to switch this one around. There we go. And that helps to both identify the right one and clean the hose out in case there was any crapola in there, any mud daubers or anything got up in there. All right, so I'll be right back. I got to get some fluid. All right, guys, so got my area cleaned, set up. I got some fluid, a way to put the fluid in. Got my Scott blue shop towels, the originals. Man, I love those things. And I don't know what my shop would be like without them, being honest. I see I got my tool in my pocket there. Okay. This one actually, this is an older pump, and actually the fill hole is on the side that it should be on. A lot of them have it over here, and then it's in between where it bolts on and that. And it kind of becomes kind of a pain in the butt. But what I'm going to do is I just take this and put some fluid in there. We'll top it off. All right, now we're going to grab that other line, we'll put a line on and go from there. All right, so we ran that one and you see it hanging up over there. And what we'll do is we'll just pump a little fluid through that line to make sure it's clean. There we go. All right. Now this is the down, and so the down hose goes on the forwardmost fitting. Now, if you remember right, the down hose on the other side is loose. Okay, I've got to hook up one more line, and that's the cab latch line. And so I think if I can find a cap, I'll just cap it, but if I can't, I will I'll hook up the cab latch so it's functioning as well. Okay, there it goes, finally. All right, now what we're gonna have to do is get more fluid and then get a crank handle for this thing. So that spider right there, just to give you an idea, I'm going to come up behind it with my foot, but look at the size of that thing. I'm going to kill it so Jessica can have it. All right, so that should kill it. Anyhow, so back to it. Basically what I'm going to do is just get this thing turned around, get on the other side, and get it squared up right there so he can just grab it and set it in. That's the idea anyway. I don't know if I can get it. All right, guys, so you know, this engine's quite a bit bigger than the Caterpillar, quite a bit bigger than the Cummins. It's about 10 inches longer, roughly, and it's substantially wider. Instead of having one single row of 6 cylinders, it's got 6 cylinders on each side, staggered a little bit. It's a V motor. And some of the things we did to this was we modified this big cast iron block stiffener so we could get a starter in and out of there. And we haven't 100% confirmed a starter will fit in that hole yet. We may have to take this cover off, get these bolt holes countersunk, and use a countersink headed bolt on that. Not super concerned with it, because if we set it in there and everything else works but that starter doesn't work, well, then at that point I'll get excited. Let me make sure of what exactly you can see. Yeah, now maybe some more of that, what I just said, would make sense. If you see down there's a plate right by the starter hole, and these gems were designed to have a reversed, have the starter up here and the mounts down there, and we may end up going back to that. You don't know either way. If this configuration doesn't work out, we'll pluck it back out and we'll switch bell housings back to the other configuration, move the starter up and all that stuff. But I believe we can make these mods work. Simple pan head screw, or I'm trying to think of the name of it, but get that plate countersunk and put those screws in there and the starter should fit. And the let me grab it. Now this is the configuration of the starter that I want to run, and basically it's it'll be in there like this. And I can tell you pretty much already that's not going to work. So we may end up having a whole bunch of stuff not happening. We'll see. I'm not getting too worked up about it till this thing is in. Now, just to tell you, I don't expect this to be the last time this engine is set in there. But I can tell you that I don't really want anything to be down in that hole. So I'm going to get some more tape, get that thing taped back up. How's it going?
Can't jump around too quick. Whole knees and
oh man,
all right.
I feel you.
Cecil Miller.
James Pretty, nice to meet you.
So that's what you gonna sit in there?
Yep. Think you can get it in under there? I can go a little higher, but I'm nervous about
Right. I don't know.
it flipping over there. I can go a little higher if you need it.
We'll do the best we can. Is all I know.
Right, see those white pucks? Those are the rear mount, so it's got to go to this point right here.
They hadn't got a stop on them.
Well, they do, but you just never know what's gonna happen once you get it all the way over.
Right.
How much higher you need?
Well, see, all the headroom right there. Got over 3 foot right there headroom we're gonna have to have. And then your chain's gonna pick up about 1 foot, right?
Yeah.
So probably
How's that right there?
as far as it's gonna go.
No, I can go further. It's just dangerous.
We'll pick it up, try it.
All right. If we have to go more, I can. I just don't want to. That sucks. Head down. Okay, hold it. Huh? Oh yeah. It's alright though. I gotta pick the front up more than the back. Can you scoot forward without picking it up?
May pick it up a little bit if I do.
Try it.
Ready?
I guess so.
Ease back up.
Can you take it forward? Come backwards.
Back to you.
Yeah. Come back.
Table looking straight up, is it?
Yeah, it's straight up. It's got to go that way. Okay, down a little bit, just a little. Then in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to block up the front, then we can unhook. Yep. Well, that's on. Well, guys, so man, I don't know if I got that on video or not, but I fell. I hurt myself a little bit, so I'm gonna be hobbling around complaining. You know how it is. But all you guys that doubted me, doubted this would ever happen. Check this out, man. Check it out. There it is. It's at home. It is big, and it even looks bigger in the truck. But I'm gonna bring that cab down and we're gonna get a little look. I had to take the shifter tower off to get it in there, and it may go back on, it may not, but right now I'm gonna bring the cab back, and I'm just gonna get an eyeball of what's going on. Pretty much it fits. It's sitting on a block in the front because I got to build them out. But I think I might even be able to get a heater hose on it. We'll get under there and let you get a little peek. Oh man, I ain't never gonna get a radiator hose on there. I'll have to come off of that with a hard 45 probably to come out of that frame, but we'll see how it goes. Hard 45, then come down through here. We might be able to make her go, but it's sitting on a jack right now. I'm gonna try and get a mount built for it. See, she's got space for the squeezer, so we'll probably come off of this mount right here, come over and set it up in there, or we'll move this mount back and then put a straight stand in there. Either way, we'll get something going on. For the most part, the oil, those oil fittings might become a problem, and we're not really sure what's going to happen. I don't know if you can see them, but they're up in there, and they're external oil cooler fittings. But we'll see. Oh man, I'm hobbling. Don't know if you guys saw it, but I jumped up on the frame rails and I went to walk over this way, and I slipped and I straddled that, and I run the back of my leg. There's my red wasp. I run my back of my leg down the inside of this frame rail right here and cut it all up. So it is down on the mounts in the back. Got one bolt that's not in, but you know what? It'll happen. Here's one of those fittings. The other one's right above it, and it's just touching the frame rail. So I may have to jack the motor up a little bit in the front still. It's got a pretty good angle on it. So I don't even know. We'll see. Man. But there it is. Let's do it. Let me take these tools over there. I'm gonna try and get that other bolt in, and we'll have to get a little look at my leg. I don't know what's going on with that one, but it definitely ain't going in. Let me put you up on the stand here. Jessica was supposed to come out when the tow truck guy got here, or the crane guy got here, but she didn't, and so You know, just got to rely on all my video. We'll jack this cab back down. We'll just kind of get an idea. I can tell you right now that the come on, dude, get back. Come on. Don't even be messing around, trying to sting me and shit, you know? All right, so we will have to take, I smashed the dipstick, which, you know, it happens. We'll have to cut that tube, weld it back together. The engine's gonna have to go up a little bit more probably. But these are definitely gonna have to come off. We're gonna do that right quick so we can get a look at the exhaust manifolds and see how. I'm sure they're gonna have to come off. And I probably should have taken them off while we had the chance. You know. I don't know. I don't think I want to work on it anymore right now. I think I'm gonna jack it up and get this board back down. Come on now. Why you gotta do that shit? Okay. Yeah, that sucks, but It's not perfect, but I don't know. It's interesting, to say the least. Super interesting. All right, guys, so you know, that went about as well as expected. It is on the motor mounts in the back. We don't have a front motor mount yet. We'll have to build one, and I think we'll have to do that next. We'll have to get the motor mount, get something fabbed up in there. That won't happen until after I'm back from work. I'll try and get one coming that I can get in there, and we'll get it fabbed up, we'll get it motor jacked up and get it supporting the weight, and then get the motor uncovered. The exhaust definitely has to come off at these square flanges. This will definitely not clear the cab. The water manifolds won't clear the cab either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some from Brandon. That's old two-stroker's friend that does all the Detroit boat stuff. We get parts from him. I'll get a set of those, and I'll send them off, and I'll get some machined. I'll see how much room I need, and I'll see if I can machine a step into them to get the cab to clear. Also need to get a water pump that has a more straight up and down neck, because it actually comes out towards the frame rail. It's a little tight. The other thing we have to figure out at that point is possibly scooching the whole motor over to the left, and that'll be a big pain, but we'll have to lift up the motor, take the mounts off, move the shims. There's about a ½ inch of shims in there. We can move the motor one way or another. I got it right in the center pretty much, a little bit that way, and I think I need to bring it back a little bit this way. I do see that we'll have to completely redesign the shifter rod, which is no big deal. I think I got the basic idea. So what we'll do is we'll build a bearing cage that comes out here and holds this, and then we'll have this work a rod that works a rod over there, and it'll be interesting. We can do it though. That's not a problem. Shifting the transmission is the least of my worries. Getting the engine to sit in there, and the cab to close, and the exhaust to all work, that's my biggest hurdle, and I think it looks like I might be able to get it to work. The motor will definitely have to come over this way a little bit. We will have to maybe redesign the shock mount and perch for the shifter. Maybe just cut it out in the back and then weld it up. Not a big deal. We got to scoot the motor over this way about a ½ inch. That'll give us clearance over there on the side of the frame for the oil cooler lines. Right now the fittings are right up against the frame. But you know, for just sizing it up with a tape measure and going, I think I can make it go, it's not too bad. Anybody who's ever tried to put 12V92 in a Cabover, I doubt it. But if they have, man, kudos, because this is a lot of work. But I think we can finish it. I think it's not going to be a big deal. I don't think I'll have to work in the tunnel area, but I'm not afraid to either. So you just never know. You just never know what you're going to do. So we're gonna keep at it. But right now, I'm gonna finish picking up my crap, and I'm gonna go inside because I'll be honest with you, I'm hurting. I don't know if you saw that fall. I won't know until I review the footage. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you coming and watching me work on old Krystal. And don't forget to like, click that thumbs up. That's super important. Everybody who watches it, click the thumbs up. Even if you hate it, thumbs up. Do me a favor, help me out. And don't forget to comment and subscribe if you aren't. We'll see you.